today I'm farming mantles and then quizzing my friends on which monsters they belong to. If they get it right, I get to keep them, but if they get it wrong, I have to sell them. My first target was a Basarios pallium. I picked this item because some people wouldn't even think Basarios has a mantle, but because I don't like hunting the thing, this would be a slog to get through. I chose the quest with both of them because I would have a higher chance of getting what I need. Sadly though, I didn't even get a mantle despite hunting both, so I had to do the same quest again. But this time I was rewarded for my efforts. Yes, I got it. I got the mantle. Okay. After I got it, it was time to put the first friend's knowledge to the test. Hello?
Hello.
I'm gonna give you 5 questions and you'll only have one guess.
Okay.
If you guess this mantle wrong, then I don't get to keep it and I have to sell it. But if you get it right, I get to keep it.
Let's hope I get it right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be reading you the description of said monster that this thing belongs to, but I'm gonna have to leave some stuff out.
Okay.
Okay, so these juvenile blanks are famous for their rock-hard carapaces. They often burrow underground, blanking rocks and savaging oblivious miners. Because their carapaces are tougher than that of a full-grown blank, they'll attack a threat by charging at it. They are also known to emit a blank. That's all I can really give you.
Okay, I think I have an idea. So, my first question for you is going to be, is it a flying wyvern?
Yes.
So, it's a flying wyvern, has a rock-hard carapace, and it's a juvenile. Is it a monster that's usually found in volcanic regions?
In volcanic regions, yes.
Okay. Is it a monster that can utilize fire?
Fire?
Yes.
Yes.
So volcano, fire, flying wyvern. Is the adult form of this monster in Rise or Sunbreak?
No.
I think I know what it is. I have one more question to solidify my answer.
Okay.
Is this monster gray in color?
Yes.
Is it Basarios?
Yes, I got a Basarios
Nice.
pallium.
Nice. You get to keep it.
Yeah, I get to keep it. All right, I didn't think Shadow would get the first mantle, but I'm sure the person after wouldn't get the next mantle so easily, right? The next target was a Rathalos mantle, which seems easy to figure out, but I needed it for crafting, so I just went for it. But instead of grinding the same quest a bunch of times, I did some that I haven't done yet that have Rathalos in them. The quest I chose took a while though, since I wanted to cut off the tail, but it was kinda tricky since I had a short-ranged weapon. But after beating the quest, I ended up getting a Tigrex mantle instead, which meant I had to look up the description since I wasn't planning on getting this material. Yes, I did get a Rathalos ruby, but I'm only counting mantles for this video.
Hello.
So, are you ready for something?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna read you the description of the monster that the mantle belongs to. If you get this right, I get to keep it, but if you get it wrong, I delete it.
Oh no.
A blank wyvern whose primitive origins are obvious. Prone to violence, they display incredible ferocity with their claws, jaws, and developed limbs. They inhabit a wide area searching for prey, and have even been spotted in regions of harsh blank. You have 5 questions, 1 guess. Go.
Is it a flying wyvern?
Yes.
Is it a regular flying wyvern?
No.
Ah.
You have 3 questions left.
Tigrex.
That's your guess?
Yep.
You got it. I couldn't believe it. Dev got the right answer without even breaking a sweat. He didn't even ask all 5 questions. Now, it may sound like I wanted to lose these mantles, but I also wanted this to be hard on my friends. But not to worry. I planned on getting a mantle that the next friend may not even know about. Ooh, I think I know exactly who I'm quizzing with this rare material. The friend is DMG. He doesn't play a lot of Monster Hunter, so I doubted whether he would know anything about Seregios, which puts me at an advantage/disadvantage since, you know, I wanted to keep the mantle. But I had to obtain it first. This was taking a bit, but after doing the 4th quest, I finally got the lens. Okay, I got the lens. Now to get the person who I want to quiz for this. Well, if it isn't the boy.
The boy, you say.
Yes, the boy. By the way, you are in a video.
Oh, hello, YouTube.
I got a mantle. This one took me the longest thus far. So there's a lot of pressure on you right now.
You know, I would just guess all of them wrong purposefully so you could delete all those mantles. But,
Bruh.
man, I'm not feeling evil today, alright? So you got lucky.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Large blank wyverns with sharp blank-like scales covering their body. These monsters are well known as extremely territorial and belligerent creatures, wielding their aerial mobility with powerful hind leg attacks in intense combat against other large monsters. Reports have confirmed that these large monsters have the ability to launch scales from their body, inflicting their victims with the blank status. It was at this moment I forgot to leave out the part that said launch scales, but I figured it was fine since he didn't know the monster, or so I thought.
Okay, I think I already know what it is.
Well, go ahead and ask some questions.
Is it gold?
Not really?
Okay. Is it only in master rank?
Yes. You have 4 questions left.
I honestly don't know if I need them. Does its armor have a skill called Blade Scale Hone?
Yes.
Okay, can I just,
You can guess
just...
right now if you want to.
It's Seregios.
You got it. I honestly underestimated you.
Bruh.
I underestimated your knowledge of the game.
You hear that, YouTube? This is how much Reeve underestimates me, okay?
Well, I completely forgot he played Sunbreak, which meant at some point he hunted a Seregios. Okay, I admit it, I underestimated him. But so far, no mantle has gotten deleted yet, and I needed one to get deleted for this video. Not that I wanted to, but come on! The quiz was clearly getting too easy, so I needed to make this more difficult. The monster descriptions gave too much information despite leaving out details, and the ability to have 5 questions didn't help. So this time, my friends only get 3 questions with no descriptions of the monsters. The only form of descriptions they get are hints, which shouldn't give away anything. So I went back to hunting Rathalos to get his mantle. I finished the quest and didn't get one. I was getting impatient at this point, so I began hunting Magma Almudron instead to see if I could get his mantle. I got his gem instead, which wasn't gonna work here. But then I remembered a follower quest that has both Rathalos and Magma Almudron, which means I had a chance of getting one mantle or the other. Strangely enough, I got the Rathalos mantle I needed, not even from the reward screen. I finished the quest and didn't get an extra mantle, but now I had something to quiz the next person with. Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, guess what? You're in a video.
Oh, yay.
Yes. So, the last few quizzes and mantles that the last 3 people have gotten right, I feel it was a bit too easy for them. But I'm making it harder on you here.
No, oh no.
Your hint is this monster is very well known. That's all I can give you.
Okay. Is it a flagship monster?
Yes. You have 2 questions left.
Let me think of another question. Is it an elder dragon?
No.
One more question. Let me think. Is it a... Wait, oh my.
Take your time.
Is it a fire monster?
Yes. Remember, you have 1 guess. You used all your questions.
Okay, I think it's Rathalos.
Bruh, she got it right despite the increase of difficulty. You know what? I'm done. Challenge is over. Is what I would say if I didn't have a trick up my sleeve. See, I knew that Rathalos would be an easy monster to figure out, so I had to throw Sammy off her game. So I asked a question so simple yet so powerful. A question so mind-bogglingly complex that it causes people to second-guess their decisions. You sure?
No, it was...
Now that I had her confused, it was time to see what her answer would be. Will she get it right with so much pressure?
It's Rathalos or Magma Almudron. I'm not sure. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going for Magma Almudron.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
Let me share my screen with you.
I wasn't really specific with fire, so hellfire, you know.
I get it. But once I share my screen, you will see whether you are right or wrong. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. It's loading. It's Rathalos! Oh! I'm sorry.
I totally got you with the Are you sure?
I was like, oh, because you're probably playing Rise, it's perhaps Magma Mallow. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Well, it's so unfortunate because we have to sell it. No! Goodbye, Rathalos Mantle!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I can always get another one.
Sorry.
Finally, but unfortunately, we deleted a mantle. But I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to put more mantles on the line, ones that had more value, including the Red Dragon's Fire. The only problem was, the monster that it's from is pretty hard, and with my current skill level, it would take a bit to take down. But if I wanted to put pressure on the next victim, friend, I had to put myself through this painful grind. I did well against the first Valstrax, but after beating it, no mantle. The second one took longer than the first, and still nothing. The third one was the easiest, but still no mantle. The fourth one was the most painful to deal with, and even fainted me. But I took it down, and this time, I finally got the Dragon's Fire. But now I was about to put my next friend through as much pain as I went through to get this mantle. Well, hello there, Mr. Man.
Why are you calling me?
You're in a video.
How dare you?
I have a mantle in front of me. I think you know where this is going.
Is this like that shiny challenge that I saw?
Yes.
How dare you?
I'm just gonna tell you now, it took me quite a while to get this one.
So you're giving me the full ability to just delete one of the hardest mantles for you to get, huh?
Maybe. This monster is often considered a fan favorite.
Okay.
You have 3 questions, 1 guess, go.
Is it a flying wyvern?
No.
No.
I can give another hint. Do you want the hint? That's the question.
Gimme. I'm going with all the information, brother. You want this mantle, don't you?
I do, but at the same time, I can't make this easy. This monster feeds on Ludroths.
Ooh. I'm trying to think of what exists in the areas where Ludroth exists and what could possibly interact with them, you know?
I'll give you one last hint. This monster is speedy.
Fast monster.
And just so you know, I did have to sell a mantle at some point in this video.
Ooh. Ah, man, there's so many questions I could ask. Is the monster in the Leviathan class?
No.
No! It's not a flying wyvern or a Leviathan.
You have 1 question left.
I know. Now, was it a monster that was exclusively released in Sunbreak, or is it just Rise in general?
Rise in general. Was that your last question, or?
I would assume so, since I don't really got another option there.
Okay, well, if that's that, then you just have your guess.
Man, I really want to throw this for you now, because I do not have a guess.
I'm a little tense now, because this mantle is really valuable.
What's really stumping me right now is the Ludroth comment, honestly.
I have the hint. So you remember what I said about how it eats Ludroths? There is a specific thing that you might have seen at some point where it kinda does. And I say kinda.
The way you word the Ludroth one is like it goes out of its way to attack Ludroth specifically.
It kinda does, actually, yeah. If you've seen it before. I can't say what exactly it is.
I just want to throw out a guess, but I don't want to lose that mantle for you, man.
I know. We are 14 minutes into this conversation.
I don't care. I am, at this point, I am not trying to lose this. Can I get another question?
You know what? I'll spare you. I'll give you the last question.
Is it an Elder Dragon?
Yes.
Okay. Now that didn't help me narrow it down at all. Oh, there's 2.
So wait, you have a 1 in 2 chance then.
Oh! Okay, so the eats part is what's actually getting me, but I think I've got it. So I'm going to describe my thought process.
Okay.
There's that specific mission in Rise, towards the end of Sunbreak, where you kind of wander around and there's a bunch of dead animals. And I do specifically remember, for some reason, even though they are not on the map, there are Ludroths there. Is it Malzeno? Now, was it a monster that was exclusively released in Sunbreak, or is it just Rise in general?
Rise in general. Are you sure about that?
That's like the only guess I have, man. It's an Elder Dragon. Ah!
So is that your final guess is my question?
Let me double check my answer. I can't think of anything else it could be. Anything else that would specifically go after Ludroth for a reason.
At this point, I can't give you any more hints.
Yeah, at this point, I think I'm locked in on Malzeno.
That's your final answer.
I have no other choice.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you. Are you ready?
I am ready for disappointment.
Okay.
That was my other guess. That was my other guess. It doesn't specifically go Ludroth, though.
So the reason why I talked about the Ludroth part is because there is a cutscene in Generations Ultimate where it introduces Valstrax going into the water, dragging out a Ludroth and bringing it to his huge tower-like nest.
See, now I'm salty because I was in Rise Only mode, man. How dare you? Well, I'm glad you had time to hunt through that red dragon spire. Get rid of it. Goodbye. Be gone.
I would at least like to get the other materials that are in here before I sell this thing. My gosh. Well, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Hey, you earned some money, though.
That was so unfortunate because Valstrax's mantle is so valuable. But at least we got more than one mantle sold, even if it hurts. The next one I'm going for is the Magmadron mantle. If the normal Almudron mantle is really rare, then this one would take eons to get. I would need to hunt maybe 10 Magmadrons before getting it. After choosing a quest and beating it, I was ready to spend several hours grinding the... Oh, I got it immediately. That almost never happens, but I'm not complaining. Well. So for whatever reason, Leafy's mic was acting weird and crackly, so I'll tell you some of what he said. The first hint I gave was, this monster is like one before, but not in the way you might think. His first question, of course, was, is this monster in Sunbreak? To which I said, yes. His second question was this monster a part of an urgent quest? To which I said, no. His last question was, is the monster in question a subspecies? To which I said, yes. After that, it took me a bit to come up with the last hint, but I didn't want it to be too obvious. This monster is often considered a replacement for a monster that most people wanted.
Magma Almudron.
Is that your final guess?
That is my final answer.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hey! You get to keep your mantle, and you don't even have any extras in the bank.
It was now down to the final mantle and the last friend to put to the test. The one I was after was the Violet Mizu mantle. This would throw my next friend for a loop because the monster itself isn't hunted very often. But little did I know that the grind would cause more pain than I was ready for. I beat the first Violet Mizu and got nothing, which I expected. My followers were dying quite a lot to the second one, which made it quite hard to deal with. But of course, no mantle. I then ate for Fortune Caller at level 4, which should increase the chance for a mantle, but again, nothing. I chose an event quest that had both Violet Mizu and Lucent Narga in case I got one mantle or the other like I did previously. But I struggled in this quest really hard because I was stressing out. Oh, no! Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Stupid thing. I was able to at least beat the Violet Mizu, but then my friend messaged me and said he was only available for 2 hours. This was bad because the Desire Center could really screw me over and make me grind Violet Mizu for that exact amount of time, which would result in waiting another day or even a week before he could participate. Because of all of this, I was panicking and losing focus. Oh, come on! I'm losing my mind. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I really had to kick it into high gear if I was to get the mantle before my time was up. You wanna play like that? Fine, I'll play like that. Narga, that's not even that great. You see, that's what you get. That is what you get for messing with me like this. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I made a comeback and was about to capture it soon. This was it. If I didn't get the mantle here, I would have to spend the next 2 hours grinding and not be able to get my friend in the video. Ah, please, please give me the mantle. Oh, Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. It wasn't the mantle I was looking for, but it would have to do. I went to take a breather, then came back and was now ready to quiz the last friend.
Is it working now?
Yes.
There we go.
You sound just fine right now.
Perfect. Let me help you lose the mantle. Let's get it. Let's get it down.
This is your first hint. This monster has been a long time coming.
That does not help me at all, because that could mean it's been in the series or it's been wanted in the series.
Like I said, I had to make this difficult.
Really? I couldn't tell. Is the mantle a warm color?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, and what's the hint?
The monster was once really difficult.
Was once really difficult. That does not help me. Is this monster in low rank and high rank?
No.
Ah!
That was your second question. Do you need another hint?
Yeah, give me one more hint.
This monster is closely related to an iconic monster.
That does not. Okay.
I can't just tell you what that iconic monster is. I can't.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the one that gets it wrong. I'm gonna get it wrong. Oh wait, I have one more question.
You do have one more question.
Is this a title update monster?
Yes.
Oh, oh baby. Okay. It's not seething. It's not silver. It's not gold. Okay, so it's not warm color. It's a monster long coming. Its fight was harder.
Do you need another hint? Because remember, you used all your questions.
So I have one more hint, right?
You have one more hint.
Okay, one more hint.
So this monster is not an elder, not a risen, or a regular flying wyvern.
What does a regular flying wyvern mean? Like that? I don't want to be the first one to lose, okay?
Oh, believe me, you weren't the first. Goodbye, Rathalos Mantle.
That was my other guess.
Oh, well, that makes me feel bad. Okay.
You weren't the
I can confidently lose with style. Okay. Okay, so my brain is immediately going in between two different monsters. It's going between Violin Mizutsune and it's going into Chaotic Gormagala. Because if we said it was like a cool, the mantles aren't cool. Violin Mizutsune, it's blue, so that's a cool color. Chaotic Gormagala, I believe that's gray, so that's not on the scale at all. That's the other thing. Okay, it could also be lucid because, like, it's a white mantle, so it doesn't help me. So the only, like...
So, wait, are you telling me that a white is not a cool color?
No, it's this thing. So cool colors are greens, blues, purple, and pink. Warms are green, yellow, orange, red, pink, and magenta.
I honestly thought warm colors were more like the reddish brown and all that sort of stuff.
I have an entire chart on my screen.
If
so.
that's the case, then I might have answered your question wrong at the beginning.
Hold up. This man. Okay, well, to be fair, I had to look up a chart to make sure I knew what I was asking. So I can't blame you. Okay, so wait, you just said white's not. So are you telling me that it's a white mantle? Is that what you just revealed to me in conversation?
Well, you did say white is not a warm color, so I had to.
So
I had to ask if it was, if it wasn't, because I thought it was a cold color. I thought it was a cool color. Because you see, ice can be white, snow can be white. Those aren't warm colors.
But that ice is still like a bluish, clear white. Like that has a bluish tint. Sir, if you looked at a cartoon, you see ice is blue. So by logic,
but what does that make snow then, huh?
It makes it white and it also reflects the sky. So because it reflects the sky, that's why it's so bright out and you gotta wear sunglasses, because if not, you'll go blind.
Okay, well, at this point, you've asked all your questions, you got all your hints. You have your one guess.
All right, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go full in. Lucid Nargacuga.
Is that your final answer? Are you
Don't
sure?
say that! When game shows do it, we're like, is that your final answer? Don't ask me that question. I built up the confidence to tell you, and now you're crashing it down with just one statement. Oh, no, you're gonna be second guessing right! Okay. Flaming Espinas is orange. Mizutsune blue. Chaotic Gormagala is gray. Yeah, I'm lucid.
You're locking it in? You're locking it in?
Yes, I'm locking it in.
Okay, well, I'm about to share my screen with you right now.
Oh, no.
Are you ready?
If it's all because you answered that question wrong, I'm going to throw hands. All right, here we go. It's loading. Oh, this is suspenseful because it's loading. It's taking a while. Yes! Woo! Listen, this was the most stressful, like, 10 minutes of my life. Oh my gosh. Literally all because he once said, wait, white's not considered. I was like, there's only one white.
How is white a warm color? It doesn't look warm to me. It looks cold. Okay. Well, I get to keep it.
Yay! You better sell those eggs, bro. Oh, you didn't sell the eggs!
Yeah, white is somehow a warm color. Anyway, this was a fun challenge. It definitely hurt selling all those mantles, but it was for the content. The content! Watch this video next if you want to see my first experience with chaotic gore in Sunbreak.